In 1998, one man left Vegas casinos baffled and furious after a 22-year spree. Imagine stealing $16.7 million from thousands of slot machines without anyone catching on. Who is this genius criminal you've never heard of? How did he manage to rob the world's biggest casinos right under their noses? What tricks did he use? And why couldn't anyone stop him? Get ready to uncover the incredible story of the great online poker bot scandal and the mastermind behind it. Stay tuned to find out how he pulled off the greatest casino heist in history. To grasp the story, we need to rewind. At 20, a young locksmith finds himself in deep trouble. The Chicago Police Department has just captured him. To survive, he's been aiding the Genovese crime family, one of the notorious 5 families ruling organized crime in New York and beyond. They've used his locksmith skills to crack open numerous cars, homes, and jewelry stores. Now caught, he faces a tough choice: betray the family and risk death, or stay silent, gain their respect, and face prison. This decision will shape his future dramatically. Fast forward almost a decade, and Dennis McAndrew is out of jail. Reflecting on his past with the Genovese, he relocates from Chicago to Las Vegas, adopting his mother's last name, Dennis Nikrish. It's a chance for a clean slate where no one knows him. He can keep the spoils of his actions, and crucially, plenty of money can be made. A few days later, he's in a casino, not to gamble, but to study. He's analyzing slot machines and figuring out their security, alarms, and jackpot triggers. If he can find a way to open one undetected, he could secure an unprecedented payday. Back then, slot machines were pretty basic. You'd insert a coin, pull the lever, and watch the mechanical reels spin. If the reels landed on a winning combo, an internal circuit would trigger, unleashing the jackpot. The tricky part was understanding the machine's guts, and Dennis didn't want to gamble on that. So, he buys his own machine. In his small Vegas apartment, he dives into the mechanics. Cracking open the machine's casing is easy. A thin metal sheet slid through the right crack and released the catch from inside. But the manufacturers weren't fools. They installed an alarm to catch anyone tampering with the slots. When a machine is opened, there's a 5-second delay before the alarm sounds. This delay allows casino staff to open machines without causing chaos. They need to hit an internal switch within that tiny window, and Nikrish figures this out. His strategy is to target different Las Vegas casinos methodically, but never get too greedy. He plans to open the slot machine's casing quietly, deactivate the alarm, tweak the reels to hit the jackpot, and close it all up before anyone catches on. To onlookers, it'll just seem like another lucky win. He practices this routine tirelessly in his apartment until he can do it all in just 15 seconds. For nearly a decade, he has wreaked havoc on the Vegas Strip. Casinos notice money vanishing, but can't find any signs of tampering. Nikrish's meticulous technique lets him swipe $10 million over countless visits. But in 1986, he slipped up. He plans to pull off his usual trick at a slot machine he's hit multiple times, and perfectly timed during a shift change. Unbeknownst to him, a new security guy, eager to impress and blend in with the crowd, has arrived early. Nikrish hits the jackpot and closes the casing right in front of him. Caught red-handed, he's wrestled to the ground and faces another 5 years behind bars. Dennis sees only opportunity. Relentless in his pursuits, he now plots a grander scheme that will eventually cost casinos up to $40 million annually. As technology evolves, old slot machines are replaced, and CCTV becomes ubiquitous. Undeterred, he starts learning about the new electronic slot machines. These machines feature a video display with virtual reels, but the jackpot outcomes are determined by computer software housed in a chip on the machine's motherboard. Though Dennis can access the motherboard, the complexities of computer tech are beyond him. He soon realizes he needs assistance. To find it, he reaches into his past, contacting Eugene Bulgarino, a member of the Genovese crime family. Eugene, an expert in the latest technology, is also wealthy and has a clean criminal record. He easily acquires 2 slot machines for them to dissect and understand. Staying silent years ago has finally paid off. With Eugene and his network, they decode the slot machine system. They devise a small handheld gadget that Nikrish can attach to the motherboard. This device temporarily corrupts the machine's software. After a set period, the device leaves no trace, But during its active window, the machine repeatedly hits the jackpot for anyone who plays. Two challenges stand in their way. First, collecting the winnings. Many modern machines print a ticket that must be redeemed at the cashier, and some jackpots are physical prizes, like cars. Nick Rush can't keep claiming jackpots without drawing suspicion. Second, surveillance cameras are strategically placed throughout the casino. Cameras monitor every entrance, exit, and multiple angles of the gaming floor, keeping a close watch on all the slot machines. Dennis has been gearing up for this moment for years. He assembles a small crew of minor criminals to assist him. Their task is straightforward. Each member enters the casino at staggered times to avoid any connection. When Nick Rush arrives, he'll be disguised and head to the slot machine area. Some of his team will already be in the slots. As he gets close, they strategically position themselves to block the target machine from the cameras with their bodies. Nick Rush then cracks open the machine, disables the alarm, and installs the rogue code. After he leaves, the blockers keep playing. One team member, often a woman, then plays the tampered machine and collects the jackpot without arousing suspicion. It's a daring but ingenious plan. Now it's time to trick Vegas for some serious cash. In November 1996, Nick Rush and his crew pulled off their first heist. They start cautiously, but it's the easiest $30,000 they've ever earned. No one suspects a thing. Nick Rush pockets 70% of the winnings, while the remaining 30% is split among the 9 team members. They replicate this scheme across various casinos on the Vegas Strip for the next 8 months, hitting spots like Luxor, Rio, and MGM for increasingly larger sums. However, Nick Rush soon realizes the need to rotate team members constantly. Seeing the same faces winning big and claiming prizes repeatedly would eventually arouse suspicion. On July 4th, 1997, Nick Rush's crew targeted Harrah's Hotel and Casino, aiming higher than ever before. The blockers enter first, followed by Nick Rush. He swiftly opens the machine, tweaks the code, closes it up, and walks away. Jackpot. They've just scored $3.7 million from Harrah's, with Nick Rush taking home $2.6 million. Fast forward to 1998, and the Megabucks jackpot sits at a staggering $17 million. By now, the team has won 7 cars and nearly $16 million in total. Winning the Megabucks would mean a permanent retirement. Nick Rush meticulously plans the heist, but trouble brews 302 miles away in Phoenix, Arizona. The FBI is grilling one of his former low-paid blockers, caught for another crime. Facing jail time, they're offered a deal. Give up a bigger criminal for a lighter sentence. Unlike Dennis's past loyalty to the Genovese family, this one cracks. Nick Rush's greed, taking 70% of the profits, has come back to bite him. In the early hours of a summer morning, FBI agents raided his home. They discovered 2 slot machines, locksmith tools, $300,000 worth of antique furniture, and a handheld device used to rig thousands of Las Vegas slot machines. At 57, Nick Rush is one of history's most notorious slot machine cheats. He's sentenced to 7.5 years in prison and added to Nevada's infamous Black Book. The prosecution offers him a lighter sentence in exchange for information on other casino criminals, but Dennis stands firm. He served his full sentence and passed away in 2010. What do you think about Dennis Nick Rush and his elaborate scams? Did he get what he deserved? Or was he a genius who outsmarted the system? Share your thoughts and comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of casino heists, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.